Hello everybody and welcome to my second tutorial video on Erron Black. This time I'll be playing Gunslinger and showing you kind of the good things about him and the bad things. See if you're having trouble playing against this character, I'm going to show you basically how to beat him and show you, and if you're having trouble playing with the character, like I know people have trouble doing the command grab. I see that on a lot of videos and I don't really see people touch about that. So I guess I'll try to shine some light on it and how I do it. So I guess let's start with that. So how I do the command grab, I basically have my thumb on the bottom at all time, and I kind of I don't really take my finger off the D-pad unless you play with the stick. I don't know how to do it with the stick. I'm talking about D-pad users only. So I basically just wrap my finger around the whole D-pad except for hitting the top, and I kind of just do a little, I don't know what to call it. It's like a half circle, kind of. We're stopping at the bottom of the D-pad. So it's pretty easy. It's for at least for this way. If you're having trouble, that's the way I do it. It helps me the most get my command grab. And I mean the command grab's sick. So let's start off with basically his basic combos. He's got pretty damn good fucking 50-50s. His 50-50s are so good. His overhead low. This is actually a pretty slow startup. It can get stuffed up pretty quick. I think it's what is it? Yeah, its startup is 16. That's pretty slow, but it is if they don't know it. That's a free combo. You can do whatever you like. You know, people have their preferences. Yeah, I like the neutral jump punch and then go into a command grab. And if talking about this sand grenade, when you do a combo, the close one you want to hold back. That's what makes this combo safe. What makes all his combos safe. His overhead, that even if they block it, that's safe. So you have to. That is +7 on block. So you have after that, you basically have a free mix-up. So it's pretty fucking good. But if you do this one and they block this, that is punishable, because they will not get hit by that. They have to hold this one. They have to hold that one. So back to his mix-up game. I showed you the overhead low. He's got a low. It's I don't use it that much. I feel like I have to be way too close to hit it. I have to be like right next to him. And you know, I try to mix it in, but I'm having trouble. I'm really having trouble with it. He's got also this mix-up, which is pretty good. It's a XX back A into sand grenade. Remember, you have to. It's a little bit tricky because after the back A, since sand grenade starts up back forward A, and since this mix-up has you pressing back A already, it's kind of difficult to get the timing with the sand grenade. So what I do is after I hit this I kind of, to be honest, I kind of spam it. As you can see at the bottom left, I kind of spam it. And it comes out like at least 90% of the time, because I'm just having trouble doing it so precise. I think it's kind of hard to hit. Again, I'm not the best player, so I'm gonna have trouble hitting it. I try to do it because I don't know if it's safe on block. I think the sand grenade makes everything safe. Plus, no one expects a low out of this, and it's actually pretty fast, the low. So it's actually pretty good string. I really like it. I wish it was a little bit easier, but you know, it might be easy for some people because maybe I just suck. And well, if it's easy for you, man, you're pretty good. Pretty good. So let's talk about basically what this variation gives him. I like this variation for 2 reasons. One is the hat, and it's the only variation that has the hat, and this stance. This stance makes him so strong. So strong. He has zoning potential with this sand grenade. He also has the overhead, which hits him in the goddamn foot, which it's not a fucking overhead. That is a fucking low, if anything. Look at that shit. That hits him in the fucking foot. That's ridiculous. But you can't EX this. It shoots all 3, so they have to hold that. And I think it can hit him 3 times. Yes, it can. But I'd try not to normally EX this. You can combo into this. Normally I don't. You can't. They have to hold that. And it's actually, now that I think about it, that's actually pretty good. It's a low or overhead low overhead. And you want to hit them with this a couple times because if they block this and they see you doing this a lot, they will expect this. It's a full string, or not a full string, it's a full screen low at the very end. So even if you're back here, this last part will hit them. That last bullet will hit them no matter what, unless they block it. But if they see you doing this a lot and they start catching on, you can always hit them with the overhead. You can even hit them with, I think this will hit. No, it won't. In this string it will. That string it will. This is what I use my corner combos with. I don't really see, I mean maybe this, but I don't really use it that much for mid screen. I kind of just use it for my corner. And for my basic corner combo, what I usually do with him is, obviously, for some characters, you can throw the normal sand grenade and it will hit them. But for, I think it's girl characters and some others, you have to use the close sand grenade. It will not hit them if you throw out the other kind. Which, it's a little, I mean, you always want to throw the close sand grenade, so I guess it's kind of good. But, you know, it kind of sucks. But yeah, that's basically my standard corner combo. You can even mix it up a little bit. You can get a little fancy with it. I can't hit the last part of the command grab, but you guys know what I'm understanding. You guys understand. Like I just hit him with the stance, and then I go into this and hit the command grab. I don't know if you can hit the command grab with that, but that's basically all I do. And normally when you want to hit him with a hard knockdown, you want to throw down these caltrops, which it does pretty good chip damage after a while. And this right here also, I didn't cover this, but this stuffs almost anything in the corner. I mean, look how fucking fast that shoots. That stuffs so much. Like, what are you supposed to wake up? What is fast enough to wake up on that? That's ridiculous. So yeah, that's basically his corner stuff. And what I do with him, you know, close, you can, sometimes close hand grenade won't work. That was caltraps. No, I think only on, no, I think close hand grenade will work all the time. And he also has this. Don't be afraid to use this. It's very negative. And also, this is a decent wake up, but people will expect it if you do use it a lot. But don't be afraid to see, if you guys are fighting mid-screen, just walking it out. Don't be afraid to just throw one of it out. Most players will not react fast enough to this, and it goes pretty far. It goes pretty, and it's pretty decent startup rate. It goes pretty far. Obviously, it won't hit full screen, but it goes pretty damn far. Especially the EX. I mean, you got a little extra, and then you hit them right by a free combo. You get them. And this strings too. That's a very good full screen. You can hit, you know, you can start to zone them if you're fast enough. You know, he has such great rush down, great zoning. I mean, this character is so good, and I feel like he's one of the best characters in the game. I mean, he's just got so much. He's got a command grab too. So if you're just holding this, you know, they block. Let's see. Oops. You know, they're blocking. They try to poke out of this. Like, you stop it. They see it for a second. You can't poke out of that. I think you can duck it. I believe you can duck it. I believe you can duck it. But I'm not sure. I haven't really had anyone try. You also can EX it for the little push. But I've never really seen anyone duck it. Well, I've seen people duck it, but I don't know how you have to duck it or when you have to duck it. I'm not 100% sure. I've only seen like pros do it. And I'm no pro, obviously. But yeah, his character is so strong. I feel like he's one of the best characters in the game. I didn't really cover every single safe thing that he has, But if they block this, everything's safe. It's +7 if you do the close sand grenade. So you have nothing to worry about when you hit, if they don't poke out of this, you know, as long as you're doing close sand grenade, you will be fine. And you remember to always use your stances. Always. When you're at full screen, just throw them out. Most people, they will trade with you. So if you are losing a trade, again, you can always just rush them down. And if you really need to at this screen, say that you're losing in a trade, you can run up, slide. But they might expect that. So try not to slide as much as I said, but just don't be afraid to. And don't be afraid to throw out just this, even at close range. If you want to get a little farther back, use this one. It's B. It's pushes you back a little. Even just walk up this. It's a pretty fast startup. Even you can cancel it too and hit a combo. As they get up, and you just hit them with that. So that's basically my Erron Black. It wasn't that great. I'm going to show you what I did with him. And maybe this will teach you kind of how to play against him. People love to do this string because they think it'll always hit. So remember, it's an overhead low. Overhead low. And if anyone plays Gunslinger, most of the time they'll throw out the low. They probably will never throw out the overhead. But if they do, if they're a decent player, they will mix you up with this. They might even throw out one of these just to get space and then start zoning you. So you always got to be prepared. If you do see this, you have to hold that. You have to hold that because that will stuff. That will stuff. I think the startup, you might be able to stuff it when it starts up if you're fast enough. As long as you block everything. As long as you block everything. And remember, don't press buttons after this because they could go into sand grenade. Don't press buttons. If anything, the safest thing after this string, block low. That's all I gotta say. Block low. So, thanks for watching. This has been my Erron Black tutorial, Gunslinger. And if you guys have anything to tell me about how shitty it was, you know, comment down below and tell me my Erron Black sucks dick. I don't care. It was fun. If you didn't learn anything, though, please like, even subscribe. I got maybe more tutorials. You know, I think I'm about going to make this tutorial Tuesday where I go over some characters. And some characters, at least I play, help you play against them, help you maybe play with them. And yeah, that's basically it.